Now, I really hope you get one of these questions in your exam. The cumulative frequency there usually got lots of marks and they're not really very difficult. So let's do the first question, the cumulative frequency. So you see it's asking us to add up these are all taxi journeys. This is a number of taxi journeys in fact. And you can see that 7 journeys took between 0 and 5 minutes. So between 0 and 5 minutes it's 7. Between 0 and 10, that's 7 and 10, so that's 17, isn't it? It's like a running total, the cumulative frequency. Between 0 and 15 it's going to be 17 plus the last one, which was 12. And you just keep going out of that. And of course you'll know if you're right, because it should add up to 80. If it doesn't, you must have made a mistake. So that's all you have to do to get those 2 marks. Okay, and now they're asking us to plot these points on the graph. So we want to go, well, we've got the coordinates really, haven't we? We know that when the time is 5, there's 7 journeys. So let's go from 5 up 7, put a little cross. Okay, 10 I think is 17 minutes. That's why we did the cumulative frequency. Along 15 and up 29. And we're going to make a smooth curve on this. It should look like a stretched S, a stretched kind of S. Do not use a ruler to join these points up. Now for 25, I think it's 66, and for up to 30 minutes, well, all the journeys took less than 30 minutes, so they're all 80 car days there. Now, this doesn't look like very much like a squashed S, but do your best. Try and get some kind of smooth curve. Doesn't have to be perfect. Try and go through the points. Don't use a ruler. Try and make it as smooth as possible. There we have it. Okay. From this graph, they're going to ask us to look for the median and the interquartile range. So if you've got 80 taxi journeys, the median is going to be the length of time for the 40th car journey, the 40th taxi journey, sorry. So with your ruler, you must show that you've done this, okay, so with pencil or pen, but do show that you've looked at the 40, gone along the graph, you've gone down, and you've read off this value. Now, I'm about to make a mistake, and I wonder if you can see what the mistake is. So, what I've written down 16 there, between, and that's not the answer. Don't worry, I'm going to come back and correct that error, but I'm just wondering if you can see what I've done. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to do the interquartile range. This is the lower quartile. A quarter of 80 is 20, isn't it? So I go from the 20th taxi journey, see how long that took, and go down, and mark off, and I can see that that is, well, it looks like 11.5. And then I've just realised I've made a mistake in my previous one. I've got the spacing wrong, haven't I? That should be 18 minutes. That should be about 18. So 18 minutes. Right, so getting back to the question I was doing, the 20th taxi journey I think takes 11.5 minutes, so 11 minutes 30 seconds, that's what I reckon, with my estimate, with my graph. Now I need to find the upper quartile. Well, the 3/4 value of 80 is 60 as the upper quartile. So same thing again, go along the 60 line and then come down and read off the value as carefully as you can. And that should help us work out the interquartile range, which is the last part of this question. Okay. Looks about right. Okay. And I think that's going to come to about 23.5. Yeah, roughly 23.5. I'll go for that. Okay, so let's write down what I've discovered so far then. The interquartile range is the upper quartile take away the lower quartile. So 23.5 take away 11.5, that's going to equal 12, isn't it? 12. So 12, 12, 12. Yeah, I'm going to go for 12, I think. Okay, that's my estimate. So, let's see. I haven't actually checked the answers yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing how accurate I've been. So let's look at the exam's report. Oh, good. Part A, very few errors seen. Lovely. See, smooth curve. It's important that students show how they worked out the mean, so you have to draw the line, that's right. So, we got that right, correct graph. 18, exactly between 17 and lovely, and between 9 and 13, so we just squeezed in there, 12. So, I think we've done okay.